Did you know that even after the One Ring was destroyed, the hobbits faced a battle that was never shown in the movies? Upon their return to the Shire, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin found their homeland under a shadow of oppression, a stark contrast to the peace they had longed for. The familiar lanes were patrolled by rough-looking men, cottages and inns were closed or demolished, the party tree was cut down, and the once cheerful hobbits were subdued by fear and harsh rules. Signs plastered everywhere declared new laws, imposing curfews and restrictions on gatherings. The hobbits whispered of a mysterious chief who had taken control, enforcing his will through his ruffian enforcers. The four companions, seasoned by their trials across Middle-earth, realized that the Shire had been seized by an unseen enemy. They soon discovered that Lotho Sackville-Baggins, coveting power and wealth, had declared himself chief and began exploiting the Shire's resources, trading goods like pipeweed to the south. However, the true mastermind was none other than Saruman, who now went by the alias Sharkey, a name given to him by his ruffian followers. Saruman, after being humiliated and cast out from Isengard by the Ents, and later spared by Frodo at Orthanc, traveled north with his servant, Wormtongue. Seeking revenge, he set his sights on the Shire, aiming to corrupt and destroy the hobbits' way of life out of spite. He sneered, "You made a beggar of me and have left me nothing. And yet, I will have my revenge." The hobbits began to organize a resistance. Merry, drawing upon his experience with the Rohirrim, and Pippin, now a knight of Gondor, used their leadership skills to rally their fellow hobbits. They sent messages through secret networks, calling hobbits to stand against the invaders. At the village of Bywater, the hobbits prepared for confrontation. They constructed barricades and devised strategies to outmaneuver the ruffians. The Battle of Bywater ensued, becoming the largest battle ever fought in the Shire. The hobbits, armed with their knowledge of the land and fueled by a desire to reclaim their home, set traps and ambushes. The ruffians, arrogant and underestimating their opponents, were quickly overwhelmed. During the skirmish, Frodo insisted that they should not kill unless absolutely necessary, exemplifying his mercy even after all he had endured. He declared, "No hobbit has ever killed another on purpose in the Shire, and it is not to begin now." After defeating the ruffians, the hobbits marched to Bag End, where they confronted Saruman. The once beautiful Smeagol was desecrated, its gardens ruined, and its rooms filled with filth. Saruman emerged, haggard and diminished, yet his voice still carried a venomous sting. "So you have come back," he said coldly, "and you think you have won. But my work is not undone." Frodo, embodying forgiveness, offered Saruman a chance to leave peacefully. "Go at once and never return," Frodo said. "Send your servants away and take your evil deeds with you. You have no power here anymore." Saruman laughed bitterly. "Do not expect me to wish you health and long life. You will have neither, but that is not my doing. I merely foretell." As he turned to leave, he attempted to stab Frodo with a concealed knife. The blade struck, but was thwarted by the mithril coat hidden beneath Frodo's clothes. Frodo remained steadfast, saying, "You cannot harm me. I was spared for a reason, and I will not harm you." Enraged and humiliated, Saruman turned on Wormtongue, striking and cursing him. You witless worm! Have you any idea what you've done?" In a sudden burst of fury and long-suppressed resentment, Wormtongue drew a hidden knife and slit Saruman's throat. The hobbits watched in stunned silence as Saruman's body lay lifeless. A gray mist rose from him, towering up like smoke from a fire. For a moment it wavered, looking westward, but a wind from the west arose, and the mist was blown away, leaving nothing behind. As Tolkien writes, "To the dismay of those that stood by, about the body of Saruman a gray mist gathered, and rising slowly to a great height like smoke from a fire, as a pale shrouded figure it loomed over the hill. For a moment it wavered, looking to the west, but out of the west came a cold wind, and it bent away and with a sigh dissolved into nothing. With the immediate threat eliminated, the task of healing the Shire began. Samwise, remembering the gift of earth from Lady Galadriel, used the precious grains to restore the land. He planted a seed of the Malon tree in the place where the party tree had stood, the only one of its kind west of the mountains and east of the sea. Under Sam's care, the Shire blossomed. The year 1420 in the Shire's reckoning was especially bountiful, with harvests richer than any before. The hobbits rebuilt their homes, their spirits renewed. The scars left by Saruman began to fade, replaced by new growth and a deeper appreciation for their way of life. Though the War of the Ring had concluded, the scouring of the Shire served as a final test, a reminder that even the smallest and most peaceful places can be touched by darkness, and that courage and resilience can restore what was lost. Continue exploring the untold stories of Middle-earth and share this journey with others who seek the hidden tales that shaped its fate.